Hi and welcome to this November edition of CPSB-TV at College Street Vocational Center. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Jada. Here's what's coming at you today. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cover President Donald Trump's visit to Lake Charles.
A one-on-one interview with the CPSB school superintendent to talk about threats and efforts to change the behavior.
Plus, how eating Oreos can land you with $50,000 in a mystery-themed contest, and much more.
But first, some teams will have their first opportunity to vote in an election November 16th, and it's a big one.
On the ballot, choosing the next governor of Louisiana, that race is so hot. It brought the President of the United States to Lake Charles in October to rally for the Republican candidate.
Our CPSB-TV reporters were there to capture the incredible experience on camera. Here's Jasmine and Semien with a look at what it was like to report on a presidential visit.
President Trump held a rally with the goal of pushing a runoff election for the office of Louisiana governor. It worked, since Governor John Bel Edwards did not come away with over 50% of the votes today after the rally. 9,000 people packed the Lake Charles Civic Center to capacity, and hundreds more were turned away at the door. Regardless of how any of our students reporters feel about politics, it was a privilege to be a part of the press coverage. Walking into the arena with our head held high and a strut in our step, we felt so professional. When we walked towards the main floor, we held our press passes up and got to work. It was such a fun and exciting experience seeing all the different news channels. CNN, KPLC, NBC, Fox, just to name a few. We even met Kristen Walker, the White House correspondent of NBC. She is such a sweet and nice lady. She took the time to ask us about our future career paths. I also got to have the experience of doing my first Facebook Live. It was so cool and invigorating getting to walk around and literally just talk about what I see. We knew our job was simply to remain neutral and report the event as it happened in front of us. The experience was great, just learning the ropes of being a reporter and the different obstacles that come with attending these political events was eye-opening. Overall, I enjoyed the time I spent with my classmate Jasmine Davis and my instructor Mrs. Glazier. I also met some new friends from Miss Dixon's software class, Ian and Rachel, who are great and self-driven towards their goals. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I will never forget.
Pretty cool. Governor John Bel Edwards and challenger Eddie Rispone will go head-to-head in the runoff election on November 16th.
Early voting is happening right now.
Another week, another round of school threats affecting two local high school campuses.
At Barbe High School, 2 teens are facing charges of terrorizing after threatening to shoot up the school.
And then at Washington Marion High School this week, an unloaded gun was confiscated from a student. For some, this can lead to worry, but for others, they just blow it off because it seems to be happening more often.
CPSB-TV reporter Jayden Elias talked to students about the rising number of school threats and find out how the district is combating it.
All of the school threats in Calcasieu Parish School has been just that, a threat. This causes parents and students to worry about their safety in school.
And some people, you never know what's going in their mind, like going through, like be problems at home, they be trying to take out on other kids that has nothing to do with stuff that has something to do with their personal life.
Me a little bit, because I don't want my life to be taken so long.
Calcasieu Parish School Superintendent Karl Brucchaus says our district has been having issues with school threats for some time now, but this year it's really becoming a bigger concern.
This particular year, since the start of school, we've probably had 10 credible instances of school threats. So it's been pretty prominent this school year and something we've had to deal with almost every week.
Most of the threats this year have come from middle school students across the parish. Almost always, it happens on social media.
I think in talking to people around our school system and across our parish, 2 things are responsible. One is a desire to get attention from students for whatever reason, to look important in front of their peers. The other issue is just spur of the moment anger. So something angers a student, they lash out, and their response is, I'm going to shoot up the school. But in today's society, that's never going to be the right answer. With all of the spotlight on these events on a national basis, no student can ever say that anymore. It's just not going to work out very well.
Here's how any sort of school threat is handled. This year, it's
We
really
go through the
become
process of immediately notifying the parents. We do the investigation at the school level with our own administration. We call law enforcement. So law enforcement comes in and does their investigation. Typically, the student will be put up for expulsion if it's deemed credible, and law enforcement will typically make an arrest and charge a student with terrorizing if their investigation proves that it was a credible threat.
Mr. Brucchaus says students need to be careful with what they say and to know it's never funny to talk about harming fellow students or your school. Reporting from CPSB-TV, I'm Jayden Elias.
Safety at school is a top priority for Calcasieu Parish School District, and that's why administrators and school resource officers want to consistently remind students about the new way to report a gun on campus. Signs like these are being displayed in high school campuses across Calcasieu Parish, showing a number to call if you know about a gun on campus. The reporting can be done anonymously by calling the number on the posters, and you can potentially get $500 from Crime Stoppers for this information.
So if any student reports a student with a firearm, we find that firearm, we can get them paid through Crime Stoppers up to $500.
I think that students would be more alert or be more aware of any kind of threatening situation, or a student or someone on campus that might verbalize a threat or have some kind of physical demeanor that might be threatening.
While there is a chance that a person shares false information, administrators say that the overall goal of this initiative is worth that risk. There's some good news to report on our district's report card for 2018 through 2019 school year.
There's been some major improvements in school performance and scores, and topping the list is Washington Marion High School improves from a D school to a B school.
Barbe, Sam Houston, Bell City, Alway, and Westlake all received an A. DeQuincy, Vinton, Sulphur, and Starks were graded as a B, and LaGrange scored a C, and the overall Calcasieu district grade is a B.
We all know college can be expensive, and that can keep some students from even applying. If you need help paying for college, one of the biggest tools to connect with free college aid is the FAFSA. Some students are unaware that they qualify for different types of financial assistance, and others don't even know where to start to apply. We talked to the College Street Vocational Center counselor, Pam Stelly, to learn more about the application process.
The purpose for FAFSA is used for prospective and current college students to determine their eligibility for student financial aid, such as grants, loans, and work-study programs.
Again, if you want to apply for FAFSA, go to studentaid.gov and create a username and password. It's best to do it as early as possible, even though the federal deadline isn't until June. Applications are open now.
From the Louisiana LA to the California LA, you don't want to miss our upcoming episode of Teen Talk.
We sit down with Lake Charles native and Barbe High School graduate Emily Moss Wilson on her career path to become a movie director and writer.
She shares her advice on how teens like us from Southwest Louisiana can break into the competitive industry and find success.
You have to start somewhere. You're not going to start at the top. You're going to start with like learning under someone or with someone or making your own small stuff. You know, so I think that as long as you're actively pursuing the steps in the right order, then, you know, it's just like any other industry. You're not going to start as a CEO, you know, unless it's like some random tech startup that you start in your college dorm room, which, hey, people do it. But I'm saying for the most part, there is sort of a hierarchy of working your way up to any sort of position, and you know, the industry is no different.
You can check out the full interview with Emily on our CPSB-TV YouTube channel next week. And grab your hot cocoa and Christmas sweater, then curl up on the couch this month to watch Emily's 2 latest productions on Lifetime that she wrote and directed. The first is Christmas in Louisiana. It premieres Saturday, November 16th at 7 o'clock on Lifetime. And then on November 28th, Thanksgiving night at 7 o'clock, you will see A Christmas Wish.
Food trucks are popping up across Southwest Louisiana, even inside one classroom on our campus. CPSB reporter Gutierrez shows us how commercial arts students are putting their design skills to work in a fun way.
Ms. Richard's commercial art class has created personalized 3D food trucks using Adobe Illustrator, an application often used in the class.
Yeah, I got the best taco truck.
This is cute. Oh my God, it came out cute. And it took me forever because I had to put the polka dots and I had to think about what color I was gonna do. It was fun.
Richard said she found the idea for this assignment on Pinterest.
I thought it would be something different for them to do, so I thought they would really enjoy this, and they did.
Throughout the project, the students had to overcome and troubleshoot the challenges that came their way.
It's very difficult, like the cutting, the measuring, because I'm terrible in math, terrible.
I've met some complications, but I handled it.
It made you like put like effort and time and like when you did it, like you were so focused because it was like your own food truck, like your personal real life food truck.
In the end, the students definitely enjoyed the project and are very proud of the outcome. This is Julia Gutierrez reporting for CPSB-TV.
Speaking of food, do you ever eat breakfast foods at lunch or dinner? That can become a reality on school campuses if enough students vote yes. The CPSB School Nutrition Program created a poll to ask students if they would like breakfast for lunch. It's a simple poll where you select yes or no. Let your voice be heard by voting in the poll on the CPSB School Nutrition Facebook page.
How does an Oreo sound right now, Jada?
That sounds pretty good to me.
How does $50,000 sound?
Well, with $50,000, I can buy a lot of Oreos.
This month's What's Trending with reporter Jasmine Davis explains how you can eat Oreos for a chance to win $50,000. But the clock is ticking.
After 3 long trips to the grocery store, I finally found it. The new mystery Oreo. The beautiful eye-catching white packaging makes it stand out even more than the name itself. But guess what? It looks like any other Oreo. Let's see what our 3D production students have to say.
What is this? This smells like freaking graham crackers, man. Like
it smells like gingerbread. Gingerbread. It smells like gingerbread.
Graham crackers.
It doesn't taste like Oreo, but the texture is Oreo.
Straight graham
I
crackers.
taste
like
straight up graham cracker.
Yeah, I think it's like Teddy Graham or graham cracker. If I won the $50,000, it would go to my college tuition because, you know, college is next year, so yeah.
If I won the $50,000, I will help my family and probably start a business.
If I won, I would put it towards college.
If I won $50,000, I'd buy a car.
At first, I thought it was graham cracker, but now I think it's like Teddy Graham because it's like more like rich.
And I think the flavor is gingerbread.
The flavor is graham crackers.
The flavor is good.
And the results are in. The winner is graham crackers. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm Jasmine Davis reporting with What's Trending.
You can submit your guess for the mystery flavor until November 11th.
You can also read through the weekly hints to help you take a more educated guess. Check out the links below to possibly eat your way to $50,000.
Before we sign off today, we wanted to say a special thanks to our veterans who have served our country.
Thank you to these brave men and women. Happy Veterans Day!
That's a wrap for this edition of CPSB-TV.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our CPSB-TV YouTube channel and follow CPSB-TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Bye.